about the trade. You spoke about how jarring it is and how big of a whirlwind it's been. Now that you're in the uniform, you're here in Miami. How has the summer been for you, and what's your expectations for yourself?
It's been great since the trade. Coming down here a few times before training camp, just getting the lay of the land, figuring out where I'm going to stay, meeting everybody in the organization, my teammates, everything. It's been a great time for me, super welcoming, everybody's super excited, and I'm excited to be here, and I feel like the expectations for myself never change. I'm always have high expectations for myself. After last season, obviously wanting to continue that trend and that success. Hopefully this year will equal me being an all-star. But helping this team win is the main focus. Getting back to the playoffs, avoiding the play-in, being a legit top team in the East, and looking for a deep playoff run and championship aspirations. This team has that. I've always loved playing with teams that want to contend and win championships. That's the main goal. And I think we have a great group of guys who are selfless, want to win, want to compete, want to go out there and lay it on the line for each other. And I think we have a great opportunity this year in front of us. And I'm just happy to be a part of this team and the coaching and my teammates, seeing how I can fit in and help push this team forward.
Last time you spoke, you were talking a lot about playing next to Tyler and how you guys were going to bounce off each other. Now with him out to start the season, just how does your mindset change offensively, what your role might be for the first month or so?
I think the approach and everything is the same. It's a similar situation that I was in last year with Kawhi being out and having to step in and step up and provide not only leadership and great playing on the floor and being aggressive and being a focal point in the offense, but everything on and off the floor, getting the guys locked in, mentally ready, and each and every night until Tyler gets back holding down the fort, and then integrating him into how we're playing. Hopefully, I know it'll be easy. He's been here. Everybody knows what he's capable of and what he can do, and being able to fit in with me and the guys as the season's rolling along. I think it only add an extra boost when he gets back fully healthy and back on the floor. But I think we have a great group of guys that can step up and looking ready to be that next man up and go out there and prove what they can do. The young guys that probably didn't get a lot of opportunity last year will definitely have that opportunity now to show what they're capable of and show that the coaches and the organization can rely on them.
Norman, you kind of alluded to it earlier, but it was last season, but when you have the numbers, you did 22 a game, 42% from three. Traditionally, those are all-star numbers. How much does that still bother you?
It doesn't really bother me anymore, or I don't really think about it. I feel like with my journey and the way my career has gone, I've always been, kind of politically pushed aside or not really at the forefront of things. It just continues to add motivation and fuel to the fire. It's just for me, it was more personal of showing that I'm capable of this. Of everybody trying to put me in a box of what my game is or what I can't be, what I supposed to be, especially coming into the league. People saying that I couldn't shoot, I wasn't going to be a scorer. I could only play defense, and kind of breaking down those narratives and showing that that they're wrong, and that my game can continue to expand and grow given the opportunity.
Or just to expand on your answer there, you're kind of an anomaly. We don't see a lot of players in the league have their best seasons after they cross 30. What do you attribute that to? Is it simply about what you're saying, kind of people not seeing all the elements of your game, or are there things that you've done in your training and your work over the past few years, even your confidence, that have helped you break out after 30?
I think it's a mix of both things. I feel like people focus on what have you done lately, but if you look at the course of my career, I've always been in a certain type of role, but with the ability to be able to step up and handle more workload or more of a focal point, given whatever the situation is. When you're playing for, like I said, with championship teams, they kind of have their nucleus built and the players they're trying to build around, and they're trying to bring in good players that fit that mold and that what that team needs. And I feel like throughout the course of my career, I've been that player that you can plug and play in different positions, different roles, and will succeed. And then if one of your franchise players goes down, you can give me an extended role and be a focal point and succeed in that area as well. And I just think I've just continuously been in that role of supporting and being a supporting cast of the guys like Dame, CJ, DeMar, Kyle, Kawhi, PG, James, those guys, where you're supporting those guys and being a role player to them. But when you've seen and given the opportunity to be a focal point like they are each and every single night, I also produce as well. And so I've just been trying to break out of that mold of being a supporting cast player. I didn't mind that. I want to win championships. I know it takes a team, but I feel it for myself and how I view myself individually. I've always viewed myself as one of those guys as well. But I'm not fully getting the opportunity, but just fitting into what the team needs.
Norman, you touched right there on it about basically having played always with guys from Kawhi, PG, Dame, where you had to fit as a complementary guy. This is the first summer you're going into a situation where you're expected to do what you did last year and maybe even build on that. How do you, I guess, this summer challenge yourself and try to find innovative ways to improve yourself as you go into a situation where you're expected to be the scoring punch?
Yeah, I think honestly the work that me and my trainer have done, Austin Diggs, AJ Diggs, over the last now 11 years, with me coming in from pre-draft, working with him closely, and just continuing to find ways to push my game and make things more difficult for me. We've done a great job of that, trying to break down each and every season, from the last season going into the next one, and what needs to change, what needs to be improved, what the numbers are, my weaknesses, the different areas that need a little bit more focus, and we attack those areas while still keeping the main thing of what that team needs coming into each and every season. Now it's how do we challenge a lot of the in a lot of the workouts of like being ball dominant, being able to read the game, different situations where when we get to the games, like it's easy. I've seen it before. I know how to read and react and respond. But he does a great job of making things challenging for me throughout the drills because now it's repetition. It's like muscle memory. I can get through a lot of the simpler drills really quickly. So now he's like adding different things, off balance things, different footworks to kind of take my game to the next level, to where now it's like more chaotic and game-like. So when I go into the season, I'm prepared for it. And speaking to your point of just people expecting me to have the same season as last year, or even better, that's just the mental approach of it. Knowing that I've put the work in consistently, the work has never changed, no matter what the success looks like. And knowing that I've done enough and I'm ready for it, and this is what I've wanted, So, like I said last year, I'm a player. I'm a person that can take ownership when the going gets tough. I don't shy away or back down or point the blame. I take ownership. I can shoulder the load of whatever is going on through the course of the season. 5 good games, 5 bad games, whatever it is. I'm a player that stays even keeled and focused on the task at hand, knowing that it's in me and within my power to change it or keep it going. And that's my mental approach focus of just staying even keeled and into the moment.
Hi, Norm. As a vet, what is your role in helping the younger players on this team?
I think the biggest thing as a vet is passing down the knowledge of what I've been able to accumulate over the years from the other veteran guys that I looked up to when I was a young player coming into this league. Watching their approach, their professionalism, and their work ethic, and dropping nuggets here and there when they ask questions. I'm an open book of my career, whatever they're going through, whatever role, situation they're in, whatever struggles, I've probably seen it and been through it and experienced it. So, just keeping them motivated and focused and on their journey and their own path as well. And just letting them know that, if they want an opportunity, they want to be successful, they want to grow in this league, it all starts with the work and your approach in it.
Last question.
Hey Norm, welcome to Miami. When you got traded here, initially you talked about maybe putting more of an emphasis on the defensive end as well. Now that you've been here for a few weeks, how have you noticed the coaching staff's emphasis on defense and how they're coaching that side of the ball?
To be honest, being a vet and getting situated, I haven't had much being around like the team aspect of their workouts and stuff with the younger guys because I've been trying to get settled and moved in and situated here. But I'm talking to the coaching staff, to Coach Spo, him talking about my days in Toronto when I was guarding 1 through 4, sometimes the 5, depending on who was playing. Getting back to that is a big emphasis. I told him that I'm locked in and ready for that role and that responsibility, and it starts by getting in peak shape to continue to play both sides of the ball, and that's what's needed. So we've talked about it, and I'm sure come tonight when we have our team dinner and in the training camp, there'll be heavy emphasis on it. But I'm excited about it. I think people have kind of like glossed over that side of things now, and I'm ready to make that the main thing while still being able to produce and have the responsibility on the offensive end as well.
All right, thank you.